Uh, the Dark Night of Soul is it might be different for some people, but there's basically this pattern of events that will take place. You will lose your identity. You will lose your identity. But that's the thing. You want to lose your identity as you start to understand what's going on. This physical form of ours, it's not who we are. It's a stopping place. We are much more than that. You, me, everybody, we are all connected. The great universal mind. We are all connected. We are brothers and sisters. Truly. So that dude that has a different opinion about politics that you keep getting all frustrated with, he's your brother. You start to learn this stuff. You start to see suffering. You start to see people like, why are you doing this? I was so envious of those who were close to me who were just corporate execs and just all this stuff, and they just had this worldly title. And I worked so hard through school and stuff to go into that direction, and it didn't work. Some of the signs is you don't feel depressed as much as you feel oppressed. You feel like you're in this cocoon, this cage. This cage is your mind. You walk around, no one understands you. They want to, they try to. But you get frustrating to them and annoying. I get it. I would be annoyed with myself if I had to live with myself through this. But it is part of it. It's part of it. The world has changed, man. Nothing's going back the way it was. Things are sideways, and things are going to get more discombobulated soon. But understand that the world's changing, and you're changing. I'm changing. We are seeing the superficial, physical. We're seeing how superficial money and titles and things are so superficial. They mean nothing. As it says in the scriptures, treasures in heaven. Build treasures in heaven, not on earth, because earth, they rust, they rot, they go away, but treasures in heaven are eternal. You're eternal, I'm eternal. You've got to think of this place right now as just a stopping ground. You are not this body, but this body is important for us to take care of. It is a once in eternity lifetime, let's say. There's no lifetime because it's eternal. That you get this opportunity to feel pain, to feel suffering, to feel joy. Right? To feel joy. Everything has got its opposite, and everything's got a price. Understand that as you go through this, the negative force will come at you and make you feel absolutely worthless. It's like bottoming out. But then, as you start to awake, there's probably steps, and I'm gonna come up with some steps, but I'm in the last part of this. I'm still not out of it, but I'm in the last part of this. I see now why. I see now why of my past. So many why questions have been answered for me. knowledge, wisdom. That's the key. Love. Love. Love for everyone. Love for yourself especially. You see the world, you see what's happening, you see the pattern. You know, you're going to see all these things, and you're wanting to scream out to the world, look, can't you not see this? But they're unconscious. Unconscious? Sleep. They're asleep. Think of the world as asleep. They're just asleep. Drones, worried about this, that, and the other thing. Just what people do. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Empathy, energy, oh my gosh, intuitiveness. These are gifts that are you'll start to develop. I know it sounds weird, but we are more than this. Freaking, we're more than science can prove. You cannot prove what I'm saying is false unless you've gone through it, or going through it, or have started going through it. I've been there, I've done that. I did the science route. I've got a master's in psychology, right? I've worked with people for 14 years in different environments, clinical, as personal clients, as a life coach or a transitional coach, or whatever you want to call it. But as I was helping people helping people with issues transition into a better spot, it was always the power of attraction. A power of attraction. Think positively. Think all these things. But deep inside, I was like, but do you believe what you're saying? Do you believe what you're saying? And I didn't. But now I do. Now I do. Go find yourself. Feel the pain. Brother, feel the pain. Because you literally, what I imagined myself was stripped down, right? Wearing a loincloth, because I ain't going there. But literally chained down in this deep, dank prison, chained. And just lashes, whoosh, whoosh, just hitting you. That's what it felt like. And guess what? Now that I know a little bit more who I am, those chains broke. Broke. I pulled them off. I said, I'm not going to be here anymore. Thanks for the visit. Here's a $5 tip. But I'm gone. I still got a little ways to go. But I just want people to understand there is purpose. Now, don't get me wrong. There is mental health problems, and I will not ever say that it's everything is tied into this. No. There is depression, there is anxiety, there is, OCD and a lot of other things, ADHD, whatever. These are real. These are real concerns, and if you have these things, you need to get them checked out professionally. Go through all of it. Go through biology, go through therapy, do whatever you have to do to make sure that your body is functioning properly. Once that is established, that it's not a biological reason or it's not a chemical reason, then really search out. There's others out there, and it's so wonderful. Oh my gosh, it's so wonderful to know that I'm not the only one. That I'm not crazy. Because you feel crazy, man. You feel crazy. I used to teach this path. It's called the Warrior's Path, right? Viking. You're a warrior. Do you know who you are? You're a warrior. And you slay. With your axe, you slay. And you cut away those things inside your head that keep telling you you're not good enough. You're not worthy. And you slay them with all your might. And you keep slaying them every day. That's what I taught. Right? You gotta get pissed. You gotta get frothing berserker angry at those voices that tell you you're not good enough. You're not worthy. I've worked with a lot of people who are addicted to porn. My heart goes out to you. Fight. Work with a lot of people addicted to chemicals. My specialty is addiction. Fight. Fight. But you got to understand the first thing you have to do is you got to love. Love yourself. That's the key. Love yourself. After that it's just following the steps. Now remember this, and I firmly believe this. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. Myself as the student was prepared and ready to receive this higher knowledge of what I'm going through. The term, and I like it, is the dark night of the soul. It's a testing period. It's a refining period. We're going to burn out all that junk inside of you that ties you to the physical world. And it's going to promote you into something greater, something more. And I can't even describe what more it means unless you feel it, unless you understand that. This is not our home. This wasn't our home. And this is just a short period of time in the span of eternity. I've had a near-death experience not too long, a few years ago, and I'm going to share that, but not right now. Not right now. For goodness sakes, love yourself. That's what I learned. You gotta love yourself. You love everybody. The power of love, and it's so cheesy. It's so cheesy. The power of love is amazing. You don't care about politics. You don't care about religion or non-religion. You don't care about that anymore. You just see the person. You just see the person. Anyways, keep fighting the good fight.